Hello, hello. Give me a few minutes. Okay, so I went to the top of this building to get my screenshot, and I failed a perception check up there, so
I am listening.
at least Minthara also has flight. Let's see if she makes it. Oh wait. Before I send her all the way up, I should give her guidance just so she has a better chance of me not having to send somebody else. Let me see. DC 15, huh?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I am streaming, right? Yeah, okay. I am streaming, right? There we go, okay.
By my oath.
Old pouch. Maybe that's what the perception check was for. Parchment. I am not one for goodbyes. I go in search of my friend. Perhaps you will call it selfish and short-sighted to think of one life among the thousands threatened by the cult. Perhaps I would even agree, but go I must. I know that we share the same goal, and though our paths part for now, I hope to meet you again at our destination. Good hunting, Jay. And a heart-shaped pin. And perhaps there's something over here.
If you are sure.
But there's a bird's nest at least. And I can just send that to camp. Send that to camp. I'll send that to Shadowheart.
I wonder what the next move is.
Alright, what about you, Astarion? I think you can get up there.
Careful, I'm bad.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Magde vertutet.
A plank. Okay, so it wasn't just for the thing.
Tash was so clever. Malva's mad.
Okay. I'll take some free potions.
Yes, let's.
never been so hot.
Eh, it's a little bit of damage. And I do already need to heal up Minthara. So, Astarion and
I hope this is
Minthara
important.
go stand next to each other.
For your sake.
I'm ready.
It's peaceful, isn't it? The only moment we're living in is this one. One without the next one when it comes.
Both still damaged.
Should be at home with their loved ones.
It's peaceful.
Peaceful for the moment.
Minthara is still damaged, but
If it is for the best.
if she's the only one that's damaged, she can drink her own potions for a bit. And then I'll send
What's
three to
next?
her to make up the difference. And then let's keep this here, but let's send a bunch of this stuff back to camp while we are sitting here in the inventory.
The foundry would pack up now the water is done. No such belching smoke and metal screeches.
Okay.
Keep the city peaceful, my eye!
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the
Now we can start actually exploring this Ellerathin's home.
Stories, get 'em right here. Hot has never been so hot.
Let's see what my touch can do.
Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals. It's all here in the Golders Mouse Gazette.
DC 10. I mean, the guidance doesn't even matter. I just need another one. Letter to Rion. A letter stamped with the Harper seal. Rion, we have also had no further word from the High Harper since she gathered her forces and struck out east. While her sending to you is certainly concerning, she made no such contact with us, and I cannot believe the Jaheira we know would fail to pass on all she knew if she truly believed an end was at hand. Your mother will be fine, she always is. Pagus Ray, High Harper of Cloakwood Chapter. So it seems as though we have found Jaheira's home. Well, Jaheira is no longer with us. And this place kind of looks abandoned. So there's no reason not to make use of all the resources that are here for ourselves. The ghoul went all the way around and somehow came in that door? I guess. I don't know how he got in there without opening the door to begin with. That's kind of funny. Loose plank, which I have already... Oh, I think at the end of the last session, I made the perception check to notice the loose plank, and then I went ahead and got it before I forgot about it. I think that's what happened. The Forgotten Forest.
What do we have here?
Oh, that's upstairs. I did not mean to go upstairs, but... A dark children's picture book featuring a host of animal friends helping one another survive a forbidding forest. At just moments where it seems the villains have the advantage, a childish hand has drawn a cranky old elven woman beating them about the head with a stick. Okay, that's pretty funny. Because Jaheira would never let the villains win. Let's get back to our... The landed families of Tethir. I'm going to presume I don't care about that. A ledger detailing the lineage of noble families of Tethir. If Jaheira won't trace her roots, then I will. Oh wow, okay. So that does tell us a little something. In his third work, Don't Swallow This Specimen even if you have just had an overspiced curry and it looks like it might help. Professor Olamuncle Shrewsbury lays out in languid detail his experiences cataloging the many plants and mushrooms he encountered across the mischievous twilight forests of the Feywild. He reports the fact that weave moss, common to the Sword Coast, has its origins in the Feywild, which explains its tendency to germinate near sources of magic on Toril. The properties of the acorn truffle, when carefully inculcated into the alchemy process, i.e. it can be used for a potion that allows the drinkers to speak to animals, and many more things besides over the stretch of, now that's simply ridiculous, 6,000 pages. And it looks like I don't currently have a Speak with Animals on. I can go grab one if it's needed. Mysterious Moonshay. This book gives pompous but informative insight into Moonshay Isles, an archipelago located west of the Sword Coast. One excerpt reads, Koname, a queen of the swollen-muscled giants called Fomorians, found her way to the Moonshay Isle of Oman. Along with her loyal kin, she proceeded to conquer Oman. In this author's humble opinion, the continued transgression of the Feywild, such as Koname's incursion into our realm, is a slight upon a rational thinker's pride. The duty should fall to capable individuals to boat or fly or swim so long as they move to Oman and any such Fey-infested place, and rebuke this impertinence with great verve and vigor. Battle plans. A yellowed manual outlining stuffy combat forms. Fig has added her own embellishments in looping, colorful drawings of her family members. One last entry stands out, an angry face in a perfect circle, shouting, "Go for the eyes." 100% a reference to Minsk from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Back door key. That's up the stairs. Don't want to do that quite yet. Even though we did accidentally go up there already. Flow of the Canthar. That is a book that we have read before. Domovoy Invocation? A flat piece of parchment bearing a name-day blessing. It appears to make an offering to Domovoy, some manner of Rashamar, household spirit, thought to shower the lucky celebrant in gifts. It is signed only M, along with a small drawing of a rodent, lined with what appears to be actual fur. Aww. Transcribed sending. I'm sorry, you know what to do. That does seem concerning. Dwarven taxonomy. This species taxonomy by Reginald Cultural Eavesdropper Wiley gives a full and complete categorization of dwarves, from the gust wrinkled pale Arctic dwarves to the tanned great rift and gold dwarves, to the once enslaved Duergar, to the tall and gregarious shield dwarves, to the underdark dwelling Urdunir, to the brilliantly adaptive and culturally rich wild dwarves living in the jungles of Chult. Nothing in the pouch. That was a weird little flip. And I believe that's everything in this room. And I think I will save for each room of exploration for larger, like, homes like this. Clipping Baldur's Mouth. A faded cutting from the city circular Baldur's Mouth. Beloved Ranger bewitched. Citizens of the city were stunned to find the local landmark absent when the sun rose over the wide this morning. The Beloved Ranger, a statue dedicated to a hero of the city, was removed from its perch overnight, with reports of a struggle and sounds of battle during the dark hours. The City Watch had no comment to add, but the market square told a clear tale of smashed cobblestone, scorched tiling, and blood-speckled stalls. Whatever force wrested the ranger from his perch, he did not go quietly. Final warning. A missive printed beneath the burning emblem of the flaming fist. Deep quill slashes indicate a certain level of irritation on the part of the writer. Residents of Ellerathin House, I will remind you, once again, that the guardianship of the lower city falls exclusively to the Flaming Fist, with additional support from the new Steel Watch. We do not require the assistance of any private citizens in the settling of street disputes, no matter how extreme those citizens deem the Watch's response to be. Jord, we've been happy to overlook your mother's association with a certain illegal organization due to your family's service to the city. Do not make us regret it. Rion, if you're so keen to bust a few skulls, then you are welcome to re-enlist. Signed, Manip Regis, Bloomridge Garrison. Pin slapped. Insert item. Well, we have this handy dandy. Where'd it go? Harp-shaped pin. And that opened up a staircase. Interesting. Disappearances in the city. Hi Harper, it seems our last reports were over hasty. Our investigations into the recent spate of disappearances across the city have led to the re-emergence of the subjects in almost every case. We're chasing down those last few and following up the rumors of strange shadows in the sky at night. Perhaps we can hope it's just a case of some overactive imaginations. Beneath the report, notes in another hand take over. No coincidences, absences connected, and why return now? So my guess, that's people who were being picked up and kidnapped and infected with the Mind Flayer parasite and then re-released into the city. Correspondence from Theodore Thistlewistle. Jaheira, I will of course be happy to look in on the children in your absence, though I'd remind you that Rion and Jord are now twice my height and all too happy to remind me of it. Whatever business you're off on, take care. If the children take into their heads to go herring off to help, I won't be able to stop them, nor will I try to. Theodore. Decoded field report. A meandering letter from a traveler to her family back home. The main text is marred with scratches and corrections. A code, translated in a firm hand down below. Hi Harper. Movement in the Shadowlands confirmed. Absolute cultists pass where the shadows are deepest. No clue as to how, and no means to follow. Lights spied in moonrise towers from afar, and great movement of forces through the dark. They are gathering an army. Bring more Harpers. Bring means of making light. Quickly. Which is probably why Jaheira left, I would guess. Okay, so that is a staircase down, and also a zone transition. So let's not go that way yet. So first, I bet we have a key to this door.
This one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
Backdoor key, yep. And that just literally goes outside, right? Yeah, there's... no particular reason to go out there. And we've already been on top of the building, so we found what is there. So upstairs it is. I've already opened this door, so let's go in here. Sod the Maned God. Reading like a strange cross between a warped confession and a manifesto, this text was written by a paladin who broke his oath of justice and celibacy to Tyr. After years of devotion, it seems the man grew very sullen with the state of his life. People did not like his religious ardor, nor the ardor itself, but the stringency of his tone. Evidently, he got drunk one night in spring and attacked a young woman walking the streets of her hometown. Ironically, he was gelded by the authorities, ensuring his continued devotion to celibacy, if not justice. I can let that soap bar go. I suppose there's a possible that destroying the cabinet would allow me to get the soap bar. Oh, it won't even let me destroy the cabinet? Huh, alright, well, I tried. Nothing else really in here. Alright, this door. Jessem's journal. A stunningly rendered doodle of a young elven girl sitting on a throne. Faint eraser marks indicate that her crown got more jeweled and elaborate with every iteration. Queen Jessem the First of Tethir, ruling over the lands of what? Look up Tethir. And there's another heart-shaped pin. So there's the one that we probably looted from Jaheira's corpse near the beginning. There was one on top of the roof, and there was one in there. Plenty of ways to get a heart-shaped pin that could have opened the way down here. So let's go.
Might as well take a look.
Huh. So what is this frosted orb? Immune to everything. Looks like it's a glyph of warding. Scorched orb, crackling orb, oozing orb. It looks like there might be a spot there. So let's detach us and see if we can avoid this by flying to there.
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
Really? So, in that
The hero with
case,
heart.
and that does shut it off? Okay,
And I'm off.
okay.
Keep your distance, darling. Watch your back.
I don't have, I mean, I have a lightning shocking grasp cantrip, but that would require touching. So what if instead we use a lightning arrow? Oozing orb. Would that be acid?
A hero at heart.
Do I have acid?
Best foot forward.
Oops,
What now?
wrong person.
Subtle steps.
Maybe not acid. What else could oozing orb be? Poison? Necrotic.
We'll try this.
Huh. I would have thought it would be acid, but an arrow of acid didn't work. Do I have
Defender of the people.
any acid spells? I don't think I do.
Can't afford to stay idle.
I better have a scroll. I don't have a scroll. What about, do I have a scroll of chromatic orb? I do have chromatic orb. Okay.
On I go.
I really think it's acid. But it's not that. Okay, well,
My faith will guide me. Onward.
Shadowheart fly past it. It really seems like acid should be the answer there. Oh, experience. I don't need experience anymore, but it does let me know that I've gotten past something. The real tragedy is that I got no benefit out of the scroll that I used. The Harpers. We've read books about the Harpers in general before. The Ballspawn Saga Part 1. A popular novel, thin and cheaply made, dramatizing the events of the Ballspawn crisis. Jaheira appears to have added her own annotations, variously amused and outraged at the more egregious flights of fancy. Cute. Uh-oh. There's a perception check. Ballspawn Saga Part 2. A popular novel, thin and cheaply made, dramatizing the adventures of the Ballspawn in Athkatla after the defeat of Saravak Anchev. Early chapters have been defaced and some even torn out. Right. 'Cause that's where Jaheira lost her husband. My dearest wife, since you've forbidden the writing of poems, I had to get creative this year. I tracked down a retired Cormarian war wizard with a magical method of transferring mental imagery to parchment. The art is imperfect and perhaps better suited to espionage than name-day gifts. With all my love, and from a safe distance, Khalid. Beneath the note, a small inked picture of a smiling couple, their mouths gaped far too widely, their joints twisted ever so slightly, but beneath distorted brows you can just about make out a much younger Jaheira and a bearded man wearing a Harper pin. Oh. If Jaheira were alive, I bet she would have stuff to say in here.
Best avoid that trap.
Thankfully, I did
Worth
notice a trap. Oh, there is a chest. The bookcase was trapped. Or was it the chest that was trapped? These loose planks were trapped. Crawler mucus, nice. Rite of the Timeless Body. A confused spread of cryptic symbols cobbled together by a same hand, seemingly over years. Neat notations impose order on the chaotic sketches, describing some manner of druidic ritual, its purpose unclear, and its practice incomplete. So where is the trap that I did perceive? Doesn't appear to be there. Belm and Staff of the Ram. Once per turn, the blow possibly knocks a foe back 2 meters and stuns them. This has no effect on dragons or huge creatures. And this is a scimitar, perfectly balanced blade. Send Belm snaking out with an adder's speed, the very exemplar of swiftness embodied in steel. It is a bonus action that you can use every turn. Nice. That would be very good, probably for Jaheira. Actually, either of those might be very good for Jaheira, but not for our party, really. Khalid's Gift. Wisdom +1 up to 21. While wearing Khalid's Gift, Jaheira cannot be cursed. And this is a 3rd level aid spell. Maybe the one perception check was the trap and I was just careless about it, and the other perception check is something else entirely. I should bring Minthara in at least.
Proceeding.
Oh, BS. It is acid. It is acid damage. But acid didn't work on it. That's such bullshit.
No time to dally. You need this.
You need my expertise.
Alright, so let's double check to see if
Orders
there is a
received.
perception back here still.
A trap. Let us send forth our least favorite, to be sure.
Okay, so that was the perception check that we didn't notice was the trap that I triggered. Which represents the question, where is the trap that I did see? And I do not know. But I don't think there's much else we can do down here. So let's get past the acid trap again.
Anything of value?
I'll take this way.
Let's do it on slightly more even ground.
In your name.
Oh right, and
No time
Shadowheart's
to waste.
hit points are especially low right now because she died to accidentally clipping through the terrain and lost her aid. I am down 1 hit point. Sure. I'll drink a potion for that. Okay.
What am I to do?
Let's get out of here.
I've got to keep moving.
Wait, what? Why? Why? We were headed the opposite direction. You dumbass. At least it was only a dumbass for one potion. What's this? Oh yeah, we don't need that anymore. And I guess I probably don't need the heart-shaped pins anymore, but I'll keep them. No, we're on our way out of this thing. We don't need to keep them around anymore. And we're not going to be using any of that equipment, so let's just send it all to camp. Oh yeah. And we have plenty of food to send to camp as well. Alright, everybody grouped? Alright. Alright. We saved, right? Yeah, let's get out
What
of
do we
here.
have here?
Alright, so we went up that way, we came back down here, we went over there. So I guess let's check out Lady Janeth's estate right across the street.
Have to keep pushing.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the moment. But for how long?
The only moment you're living in is this one. Worry about it.
We could get in that way.
I'd better take a peek.
It would have broken us back then.
But if we'd only made the effort, if we'd only pushed through.
Simple letter of apology. Please forgive me for my inability to clear your fine house of what haunts it. Though Lathander's light is mighty, it, like all things, has its limits. Have you tried Selune? She thrives by night, and believe me, your house is deep in night. Best wishes, Dawnbringer Huang. Dear Fifi, I wrote hoping you've reached word from Oscar at last, or made any headway at all as to his whereabouts. I've known you for too long to believe you're not tossing and turning at night over his absence. You must be worried sick. Do let me know as soon as you hear anything. I promise I'll keep any news, good or ill, in the strictest confidence. We both know how the nobility love to gossip. With love and concerned, Maria. Tarhun Menominus, whatever.
A good day to you, madam. I apologize, but Lady Janeth is not currently welcoming visitors. If you are here with regards to her recent marriage, you may leave any gifts or warm wishes with me, and I will ensure she receives them. Forgive me. As you can hear, Lady Janeth is indisposed at present. Please come back another time.
Indisposed? It sounds like she's being murdered.
I assure you, absolutely nothing untoward is happening inside. Lady Janeth wishes for some time alone with her new spouse, and has sent her staff on holiday accordingly.
Do you have anything interesting to trade? Dismissal of staff. Funny way to spend your holiday, stood right outside your workplace.
In ordinary circumstances, I'd appreciate her generosity more fully, but, well, I prefer to be here for when she changes her mind.
Does she often send her entire staff away at such short notice?
Ordinarily, no. Though such generosity would not be out of character. But in this instance, I fear she has other motivations. Motivations I will not talk about.
Sir, you are bad at keeping secrets. Fair enough, I'll leave them to it.
Yes, quite right.
Free the artist. Updated. Lady Janeth's butler, Taram, indicated to us that something very strange is going on and was clearly unsettled. We should investigate.
She would stop needing us so much. What a gift to be needed now.
Well, let's keep to the estate for a moment. The windows are boarded up. That's interesting.
Have to keep low. Need to press onward.
So what if we do darkness right here?
Simply begging to be robbed.
Horrible about that one.
Unseen. Perfect.
Could barely sleep for a 10-day.
Good enough?
Couldn't wait to show off the scar to her friends at school.
Yeah, let's get away from the front of the house.
Sorry, citizen. Docks are now a restricted area.
While he realizes he's been pickpocketed.
Talk straight. Are you really just looking for a guy?
When she was little, I couldn't wait for a time when she would stop needing it.
And let's see what that dismissal says. As Lady Jeneth's request, all domestic staff are to leave the premises and consider themselves on temporary leave until recalled. No imputation of malfeasance should be inferred from this. In light of recent events, Our Lady simply wants a little time to herself. During this leave, staff will be paid half wages and are free to seek other temporary employment. Chamberlain Mercer. By itself, only a little suspicious. Oh, that's up there. So here are some vines that can be used to get upstairs. There's a traveler's chest.
Now, what are you hiding?
Okay. And it looks like, as I kind of expected, we didn't really need to break through that gate. The easy life. What to wear, what to say to your spouse, who to befriend. Why are you working at your job? Why do you care about taxes? What to cook, read, pay for, well, sell, you know, bullshit. Why is there no end to the bullshit? I have a secret for you. There is, brothers and sisters, there most certainly is. I used to be neck deep in bullshit. A shit buffet, an excrement parade, a crap storm of meaninglessness, all those, you know, those little fucking decisions we have to make that aren't really there. That are basically devoid of purpose in a shared community of thought and goal, like, say, a cult. Dirty, dirty word, I don't like it, but I had that decided for me, brothers and sisters. Every day is new and exciting with none of the choices mildewing in your noggin. People say cults are about conformity, I say they break it. I say they snap conformity's rotten, scrawny neck. Interesting. No witnesses.
I'll grab that.
Hello, how are you?
Well,
Some spirits do communicate in a
Let's
rather
see what we have
obtuse
here.
manner. It could be inviting you to listen to the tale of its plight. A sepulchral beckoning
Something over there.
beyond the veil.
His ears could just be good.
Exercise caution. You do not yet know that this is malevolent. Life.
A good potion, at least. And nobody's close enough to notice me
Protect us.
stealing from this wicker chest. Alright, so there's this door, or there's the door back there that I could climb up to, but now I'm over here. So let's just go in this way. There we go.
Worth a look.
You think that wand from that shard in the Devil's Fee is going to protect us?
Art show schedule. The plans for a forthcoming art show at House Janeth, Strange Tides, Self-Portraits from the Sword Coast, excellent suggestion. Nemanis, please see my notes below for the preparations. Invitees, nourishments. None of these names mean anything to me. Now this is a weirdly glowing candelabrum. Haunting aura. Nearby creatures will be afflicted with phantasmal force. Cursed. It's got 10 hit points. And immune to certain kinds of damage. But not cold. And not force. So it seems like the easiest way to handle that. Well, first off,
Can't afford to stay idle.
a test. Can I, in fact, remove curse?
Very glad.
Can't reach destination.
Away with the pain.
So using remove curse, first off, you have to get close enough such that the haunting thing does affect you, and then the candelabra breaks and the spirit pops out. So I conclude that it is not worth using remove curse, and we should just destroy them from distance. Tormented soul, huh?
What's the plan?
Resistant to lightning, but immune to cold. Acid resistance, immune to necrotic, immune to poison. Thunder resistance. What's not on that list? Force isn't on that list. Ethereal. So I guess we're just gonna, wait, does it have anything about seeing in the dark? Dark vision, but not magical darkness, right? Yeah, you can still be blinded. And you're immune to poison, right? Yeah. You said resistant to lightning, but not immune to it. So, I may as well get you over here. Move you a little bit closer. There we go. Not a lot of damage, but it did manage to shock her. What is Animus Screech? Gain advantage. Oh, wait, no. Oops. 46 Psychic and Confusion. Yeah. I'll Tides of Chaos that. Does...
No holding back.
You're supposed to ask before you react with Hellish Rebuke. What happened there? Will received condition confused. For 2 turns. Okay. So yeah.
I'll go this way.
If we see any more cursed things, we'll just destroy them from a distance. Orders for staff. Staffing duties. If the below is unclear, bring your concerns to Mr. Mercer, Nemanus. Serving... okay.
I'm so tired. How do people do this all day?
Just check for anything useful. Perfectly hidden. Calm and quiet, that's the way.
Oh, something is spotting me. Spotted by poltergeist, huh?
Let's see what we have here. On I go.
medium toughness, but force vulnerability.
Out of sight, out of mind. Quiet as a moonbeam.
Yep. And then that. Oh, path is interrupted. Fine. And journal updated free the artist. The Geneth estate is clearly haunted. We should find what's causing this.
No.
Just out of reach of that one, I guess.
No holding back.
Oh wait, they're immune to necrotic anyway.
Finding my way.
None shall see me. Hush. Die, Iblis.
Astarion.
Really? Now? They won't see me come.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. None shall see me. Must not anyone see.
Still a poltergeist somewhere nearby that can see us.
No harm in a little conversation.
Sharp as ever. Two steps at a time.
There is work to do. I'd better do the talking. Let's try this way.
Ah, there's a lot up here. Alright.
The pride of the gate. Heading out.
There was an actual invisible poltergeist there. Okay. Well, now we can start.
The pride of the gate. Where am I needed?
press on.
Where am I needed?
Better make camp soon.
Sharp as ever. One move ahead.
My faith protects me. Let's get this lock to yield.
Sure.
I'll grab that.
Fancy letter. Darling Ferelia, my word, your father and I were so delighted to hear of your betrothal, and to a painter no less. Given your groom's rather unconventional background, we'd be happy to put forward any sum you require for the ceremony. After all, one's daughter is only wedded once, unless you're a Guthmere, of course. I'll have to tell you about that another time. As for your nuptials, perhaps we could employ the High Hall, or would you prefer something grander? We're very open to suggestions. All my love, Mother. P.S. I tried reaching out to that talented husband-to-be of yours. Please forgive me. I meant you no embarrassment, but he has yet to respond. It would perhaps behoove him to draft a reply soon. Secrets of the Talus? The best way to begin to interpret your Talus deck? Oh. Right. Talus is the card game. Huh. All these weapons out here. Nice for poltergeists to throw at you.
Let's try this way.
in the mode of masters. This was followed by the astral period, whose founding members railed against the perfection and studied nature of the classical period with unbridled colors, porous borders between segments, and unconventional materials like blood on stone, hair sewn into paper, and chalk on humanoid skin. The first discernible piece of astral art was created by Wilhelma Oates, who, it is said, returned to the material plane after a lifetime spent on the astral plane, only to find that no time at all had passed. She leveraged her lifetime of wisdom to spearhead this new mode of art, which, though rejected at first by critics, soon heralded a new era of creation across the realm.
Let's see what we have here.
What's out here? The amiable art of necromancy. It is a lonely, lonely world for a young woman in the modern culture of necromancy. She chafes against the shibboleth. Who needs necromancy? What could such a gross thing possibly be for? These questions are very valid. I hope my answer satisfied. Necromancy is a social magic. I have a zombie, Mr. Nascent Owens, under my thrall. Now he remembers absolutely nothing of his past life. He only knows this new one I've given him. He derives a large amount of pleasure from, say, getting me tea, administering a stinky but relaxing back rub, or eating the brains of my enemies. The spiritual implications are pretty profound here, right? Here's a husk imbued with purpose, given a direction, made useful in the most economic sense, and happy in the metaphysical sense. So who needs necromancy? We who demand a chance to challenge the whole death thing because we're weird and lonely and we like having friends as much as anyone. Well, I appear to be in the middle of spike growth. Hopefully, I can circumvent it by flying out of it. That does appear to have worked. Now, can I burn it? I guess I cannot. But I can fly over here, maybe.
Unnoticed. Good. Need to tread softly. Might be useful.
Oh,
What's that?
what is that? Nice. Nice random stuff. And yes, okay. It looks like there's not really a way to get on top. Okay, what did I perceive?
That might be worth a look.
A wooden wall. get everybody in this room, I guess. Alright, let's take a look at the Cecil. Combine items. Easel with something. I do not know what I need for that. The Vampathyr Brothers. Here, the famous elven poet unveils his first review for theatrical production of Porklet, Hamlet, about a vacillating man who can't bloody make up his bloody mind to just bloody kill his evil uncle, or so spoke the review. That's funny.
Die here. You want to.
Ernest something.
Smear your flesh on this canvas.
Okay.
I'll
Oscar.
smear your flesh on this canvas. Do not touch him!
I'll touch him.
Nasty interfere. Rotten to the core. Get out!
Not sure why these paintings are upset at me. I don't think I will unhand you.
Unhand me. Look at me. Aren't I beautiful? Look at me. Aren't I beautiful?
Portrait of a fur-shouldered noble.
Burns. It burns. You will burn too.
Alright, so what about this wooden wall?
Let's see.
Medium toughness, but lock pickable.
Look, how tempting.
DC 20 should be more or less fine. Ah, might take a couple of rolls. One off. Still, I have plenty of thieves' tools. There we go.
Need to keep going.
Free the Artist has updated. We discovered a secret room in an atelier. Painting of a smiling maiden.
The portrait is ice cold to the touch, filling you with a sense of overwhelming dread. So why is the woman smiling?
What are you hiding?
Alright, fine. I'll put on the smuggler's ring as well. Really? Oh, I did make 20. Okay. Oh, before I add anything to my inventory, I want to put those back in the spots that they came from. Letter to Oscar Fevris. This parchment is old, flaky, and smells faintly of tomb musk. Dear Monsieur Fevris, I so appreciated the desperation of your correspondence. Heartbreak can impose such a terrible burden. In my humble role as an interlocutor with the spirit realm, I believe I might be able to offer you some reprieve. Bring this letter to my mansion near the seafront, and together we will see if the dead have peace to offer you. Yours in spirit, Mystic Carrion. P.S. The door is regrettably stubborn, so you must speak its preferred words, Secreta Mortuorium. P.P.S. I may even consider a discounted rate if you're willing to recommend my services to Lady Janeth's well-coined kinfolk. I'll give that to Astarion. And a decent chunk of gold.
Might be useful.
Unsent letter, and look how long that is. Carrie, my darling, I'm not sure why I'm writing this, where you've gone to, no pigeon could deliver it. Still, if there's some part of you watching over my shoulder as I sit here, I beg you leave me be. You fill my every thought, my dreams, my nightmares. Is there no reprieve from the memory of your face? The look of disappointment you cast upon me each time I close my eyes. I cannot take much more of this. I must be rid of you, I must. The last sentence is too smudged to read. For the eyes of Lady Janeth only. The occasional smear of oil paint splotches this hastily quilled letter. My dearest Lady Janeth, I write to inform you of my progress on your portrait and my struggles therein. You see, while my skill at capturing countenance is considered far superior to the other brush folk of this good city, it is lacking in one particular aspect. My memory of your form is far inferior to the purest beauty I beheld when you first sat with me. How can I finish a masterpiece without confidence in my grasp of its subject? I beg of you, sit for me again. Allow me to finish this portrait in the proper fashion, with its ravaging subject firmly grasped within my gaze. Yours, Oscar Fevris. Alright, so, let's see. I'm not gonna put these portraits in camp just yet. Blank canvases are fair game though. And those are just +1 weapons, I don't have to worry about those. I'll keep all of the artworks with me for a while. And I will put them in my quest bag. Okay. I've probably found what I can find up here. Time for a save.
Worth a rummage?
Yeah, because I got distracted is maybe not the right word, but I got pulled away by poltergeist when I was here before, and I did not get a chance
Unseen. Perfect.
to poke my head in this door. Still spotted by a poltergeist somewhere. Huh. Oh, there is somebody.
Ready to be ready. Checking things out.
Actually, you know what? Let's have the air elemental go first. Because the air elemental can't see in the dark.
Concentrate.
Our enemies are everywhere. Brawl. On my way. So soon follow Dos.
Okay. Well, there's doors, but there's also
No time to waste.
stuff to steal. Masters of the Painterly Arts. A catalog of great painters, historical and contemporary. The spine is bent in a particular spot, and the book opens on the following page. Oscar Fevers. Fevers may be best known for the caliber of his clientele, but he should really be commended for his attention to detail. Each portrait illustrating the oft-elusive Baldurian patriarchs is rendered with exquisite accuracy. The most minute of details, from the curl of a smirk to the eyes' knowing glints, are present in his work. Though he has garnered the reputation of a flighty dilettante, he is a young master worthy of watching, to be sure. An elixir of seeing visibility. You know, there's been enough poltergeists around. I think I will go ahead and use that scroll of see invisibility that I just picked up. So this is a balcony with no direct line to the bottom floor. So we may as well take a peek in these doors.
Unseen as I was taught.
Huh. And there is a staircase there. So we don't necessarily want to go down that way, but I saw revealed.
Off I go.
I guess they didn't like being revealed. That is that one. That is the only poltergeist here. Okay.
Talk to me. Let's see.
Poltergeists all over.
Come on then.
Might find something useful.
And that makes me wonder if maybe there's some poltergeists up here that I didn't detect.
On my way. Break them.
Need to stay focused. Got to press on. Now what might you be hiding?
Okay. No poltergeists up here, it seems.
Keep low and quiet.
I'm so tired. How do people do this all day?
Who's in combat? Oh, I see. Poltergeist down there.
I'm ready.
I wonder if there's a way to get to there. If I go down that way, I feel like
Dally.
I'll encounter more. Oh wait, there's a path. Or was that a path? But there's the stairs over here. Looks like it can just sneak up on that one. There we go.
I'm ready.
I thirst for combat.
Will and Astarion are not yet part of the fight. Ah.
A long way to go still.
I guess I may as
I
well
should
start
take
stealing
that.
stuff from here.
Onward in her name. Just check for anything useful.
Who's in combat? You went down there. Well, okay then, I guess. Oh, Jesus.
What's next, I wonder?
I guess we better go help him.
Onward then.
Because that fight is not going to pause for us because I don't have control over the ghouls. It's just going to fight on its own. So in order for me to participate in that fight, I actually have to get there before it ends. My turn ended for some reason.
Yes. Advance.
Will is still back there.
Every step counts.
Okay.
Mutilate. Outmaneuver them.
Oh, there was a poltergeist right there. No wonder I couldn't get there.
Gotta keep fighting. Moving.
Oh, it's the arrow one. I think I'll probably just multi-attack here.
Ready for battle.
These are not listed as combatants. So,
A bold maneuver.
I will ignore them for now. 90% with disadvantage. I'll take that, and then the other two will go here. Path is interrupted.
Making my move.
And of course I got the critical hit. Critical miss, rather. The poltergeist just greased us? AI is having trouble figuring out what to do, huh? Really? He should be able to make it past Greece. Immune to prone even, yeah.
Got to focus.
On your command. Understood.
Let's finish this. Got to move.
There we go. There's one at least. That should reveal at least one. Yep, there we go.
My victims await.
can't get there. I guess let's see. A jump will get me out of the grease. Or past the grease.
Finding my way.
And do I have line of sight from here? Good enough. I do not care enough to use my abilities to save a ghoul from some BS.
Let's end this.
There you are.
Time for a cup. Time to move.
My faith protects me.
I will say that see invisibility scroll was a good use in here. Although it would be nice if the ghouls didn't get me into fights I didn't want. Find at home a cookery book. A feast for a 10-day. The following recipe requires a day or more to make. Inform your servants to cook the sauce the day before, then again for some time on the day on which it is to be consumed. The earthy and comforting flavors will thus have time to blend. Do I see anything? It's a recipe. Okay.
Worth a rummage? Better take that.
defender of the
Speaking
people.
of Greece, let's go ahead and make sure that's not too much of a problem. I missed it. There we go. No, 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 no.
I must keep going.
Barrels are useful. I want to take them, not destroy them. Also, I feel like there's at least one thing that probably got mixed in. Yep. Because I used my C and Viz scroll and replaced it with nothing. Also, decent amount of food.
Might as well.
And I want to save it in case of crash, because that was a decent sized fight. That Act 3 lag had me taking an extra long time for. Pile of
I'd
ashes.
better take a peek.
Dearest Ferelia, a charred love note, nearly illegible, addressed to Lady Janeth, apparently from a rejected suitor. The name of the sender has been burned away. Slightly tarnished and opened with a mere flick of the thumb. The Absolute End. I think we've read that book at the end of Act 2 already, but I'm going to take a quick look. Yes, we have. Oh. That stuff is... For some reason, I guess I can't pick that up. this leads back up here. And this is down in like the parlor area. Art appraisal. Oh, it's up there. There is a door there. Oh, nice. I didn't think I'd be able to reach that one.
I'll give it a try.
Connor Ma begins with this. My mother took me aside one morning and told my father he had gone crazy. I was 7 at the time. In her defense, she was pretty gentle about it. Your dad's okay, he's just gone crazy is all. When I asked her if crazy meant he'd locked himself in the study again to paint for 3 days, she told me no. He'd attacked her with a sharpened paintbrush. See, she said it just like that. Matter of fact, no tears in sight. They'd been married 6 years, tying the knot 1 year after Mum pushed me out between her legs in a garden shed in the boonies outside Waterdeep. Art is a funny thing. Mitchell and Webson tell us in their excellent breakdown of the craft that good art replicates life while great art overcomes life. That morning at 7 years old with unlaced shoes and a friction burn on my butt from skidding too fast across the floor, I learned the truth of that and its corollary. That while overcoming that strange thing called life, great art can gobble it up just as easily. Feels like us isn't really following us.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Yep, sometimes that's all it takes. Okay. So, door. Double door
Where's
here.
the shot?
all in the combat. So focus on that one if possible. Alright, where are you then?
This way.
And even start making progress on that one.
What should I do?
Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to destroy the chair. None of them.
A wise move.
Coming through.
Do you have line of sight from there? Yes.
My faith will guide me.
Nice to not give them a turn.
I must keep going. Better fetch that.
And this is another dismissal of staff letter. I bet it says the same. Yep. As what we pickpocketed from the dude out front.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
Failed a perception check. I'm willing to bet it's a trap on that strongbox. I was wrong. It's this contractor's record. A quickly scrawled invoice of work completed. Completed installation, sliding door concealed the cubby and atelier. Ha! That's our clue if we didn't make the perception check up there. Additional cost, structure reinforcements, making it more secret. Yep. Invoice. Base cost incidental. No trace of Oscar found from here to Waterdeep. Blue Links Adventurers. They paid 2,000 gold for somebody to try to find them. Alright. A strong box I'm gonna presume is gonna have a decent DC on it.
I love the sound of lockpicking.
$15. I guess not. I gave it too much credit. A hand crossbow +2. Somebody. So the Naramisser is essentially +2 because I'm using the Drake throat grave on it. This is already a +2 enhancement. I may as well go ahead and give it to Will. And I will put it in his offhand because if Will is using the hand crossbow to fight with, it is very likely to be an offhand strike that he makes. So that'll give him a little bit better chance to possibly actually hit, if that's what he bothers to do. The Butler's... Oh, okay, yeah, we've read that book before. Oh, and that's out on the balcony. So this, I could have come up in this way, but I chose not to go back across the house in order to go in. The Book of Suitors. Madam, please, you mustn't leave me in suspense. Tell me you'll be mine, or tell me all is lost. One or the other, or I'll not sleep another 10 days. Letters from suitors seeking Jenna's affections. Milady, I was dreadfully sorry to hear about your husband's demise, and I hoped you'd come calling sometime this 10-day, that I might convey my condolences to you in person. I've just received a lovely shipment of red from the south, and thought it might be some consolation to you, Lord Heaven. Dearest madam, might I come visit you on the morrow and pay my respects to your great house? It's been so long since I've had the privilege to sup tea at your side. Horatius. She was in high demand, it seemed like. I think we already took everything there. Yeah. No further questions. Your new ring. Dear Lady Jeneth, our most profound and gracious thanks for your patronage and granting us the honor of crafting your wedding ring. We wish you the greatest joy for your upcoming nuptials, and should you desire in years to come to mark the happy occasion with a gift of similar crafting quality, we would be delighted to offer you our services once more, along with a returning customer discount. Yours in artistry, Amatola. We've been to her shop. Beneath this signature is a stamp of a shiny jewel, the words "The Glitter Gala" embossed in a gilt across the center. Regards to missing painters. A note written on official Flaming Fist parchment. Lady Jeneth, while I appreciate the offer of a generous donation to Fist coffers, I've got neither the authority nor spare boots on the ground to authorize a Sword Coast-wide search for your friend, Monsieur Fevres. I'll keep an eye out while I'm on the beat in the city, but until we get the full Steel Watch rollout promised by the benevolent Lord Gortash, we're simply stretched too thin. I hope he shows up soon, my lady. I really do. All the best, Devella. And this is one of those cases where I'm only destroying it because of the tendency for the game to put some things out of reach unnecessarily. Like, it's gotta be a bug in the collision or something.
No time to
But
waste.
sometimes in those cases you can destroy the container and the loot that was in it will spill out. It's up there somehow. And I think with that, I think I've gotten pretty much everything in the house. I think I've stolen everything. And now that I've stolen everything, I guess I'll go talk to the lady of the house after saving it in case of crash. Especially in Act 3. There's just so many resources being used that at least my computer
Let's see.
gets some lag and there's crashing to be had.
I'll see what I can learn.
Oscar, if you're still in there, listen to my voice. This is not you. Please let me help you.
All I hear is the grunting of a swine. Come closer so I can rip out your filthy tongue.
Stop this. I love you, Oscar. And I know you love me.
It's your gold I love, hogwife. But all the riches in Faerun would not be enough to make a life with you worth living.
Oh, gods aid me. He does not mean the things he says. You! Help subdue him, but be gentle. He's not to blame.
Well, Oscar himself is neutral, but there are these poltergeists. So,
Don't linger.
let's start with the ones that are closest to them, I guess. And I think I have some undead slaying, right? I may have used them all up on the answer fight. Undead slaying. I do have some undead slaying.
Can't give up.
Oh, of course. Huh. Definitely going around the long way. Oh, you're down there, huh? No. Where are you? Okay. I'll get around behind you.
No mercy.
Let's get on with it.
And that
He's
results
still
in him
breathing.
being knocked out.
Thank you. Now, not that I'm ungrateful for your help, but... Wait. Your face is familiar to me. Yes, I've seen it before in Oscar's sketches. You're the one who saved him from the Zentarim.
While she is primarily a cleric, I think this fits Shadowheart these days. I'm not generally fond of my face being known.
He made a point to keep it in his private collection. Was quite adamant about it, in fact. You made quite an impression. His valiant protector. A shame you didn't get here sooner. You might have saved him again.
Why would I do that? I'm not his bloody wet nurse. Oh, actually, this is much more pragmatic. Impoverished purchaser, more like. I'm here to...
As you can see, Oscar is in no condition to pay anyone anything. Not long after the wedding, he lost his appetite, fell into dark moods. He started to avoid my company entirely. Artistic temperament, I thought, but it worsened. He became violent. Called me some rather imaginative names. I hesitate to say it. Something unnatural has taken hold of him. Oscar has been possessed.
It doesn't seem personal. He tried to kill me too.
It's true, he lashes out at everyone. I had to send my staff away for their safety. I can't come within arm's reach without him trying to strangle me. And he calls me such vile things. It hates everyone, but it loathes me. It's not him. I know he would never hurt me. And I promised I would let no harm come to him. As you can see, I've already failed. It's obvious he needs more help than I can give. Please, you saved him once. You must find a way to cure him.
Possessions cannot be fixed with a simple cure. He needs an expert in the supernatural.
I can't tell anyone about this. It was hard enough to keep it from the servants. The city is rife with paranoia. If word got out about his condition, well, the Steel Watch are hardly known for showing mercy. I need someone to look into this quietly. It's the only chance he has.
Trust me, he's not worth the trouble.
He's my husband. He's worth everything. I'm surprised you're so callous. This is hardly the picture Oscar painted of you.
That is accurate and appropriate. When I met Oscar before, I was much less... I was much sooner on the path to becoming the Dark Justiciar. Shadowheart is, in fact, much colder than what she was before. And this will serve her some delicious torment. He's a flatterer and a liar. He loved another when he married you.
Hardly a revelation. Who doesn't have old flames to douse before they settle down? The matter was resolved, and our marriage began an honest one. If that's your only objection, then disregard it and help him. He needs you.
This time, Oscar's on his own.
You might be ready to abandon Oscar, but I'm not. I will tend to him as I have been. Perhaps he will regain his sense of his own accord, once this spirit tires of tormenting us.
You have 7 whole hit points, huh?
Look around you. It's peaceful, isn't it?
Calm and quiet, that's the way.
Shadowheart still doesn't just murder for no reason.
Worry about the next one when it comes.
Let's see what I can spirit away.
But you have a lot of gold on you, and that could be useful for my new cloister.
Better tread carefully. Down with you.
I don't think so. That's because there's nothing here to feel.
Look at
This is a colossal waste of time.
Till death do us part, beacon of hope. Oh, that's cute. That'll be very good for out-of-combat healing sometimes. Once per long rest, but still.
This way. Let's see what we have here.
Oh, I don't need turn-based mode anymore. This also allows us to get pretty much everything in her room.
Let's see.
Two. Have Minthara move off of it.
What now? Moving out.
I'm ready.
And now Astarion standing on it.
Watch the shadows.
There's no time to waste.
To Oscar Fevris. This letter is penned on fine parchment with a precise hand. Oscar, the tone and manner of your correspondence is most inappropriate, practically scandalous. Do adjust your tone in future letters, I implore you, Lady Janeth. The letter is cleverly folded to obscure a small, hastily scrawled postscript. I eagerly await my next sitting. Return to the manor in 10 days' time. Use the servant's entrance. Be discreet. F. Lady Janeth's journal. Where is Oscar? He promised to be gone no more than an hour, yet gate close has come and gone and still he hasn't returned. I shouldn't fret, no doubt he's caught up sketching in the eventide light. I'll make sure Nemanus has the candles lit for his return. Still no sign of Oscar. Perhaps this is the artistic temperament Mother warned me about. Oscar would never leave me without word. Something must have happened. I'll ask Nemanus to look into it quietly. He's been gone 5 days now, and Nemanus found no trace. Gods, I hope no ill fate has befallen him. Perhaps a donation to the Flaming Fist will encourage them to treat the matter with the appropriate urgency. corroborating other things we've found. Letter from Mother. My darling daughter, I hope life as a newlywed is all you'd hoped it would be. Life in the upper city is pleasant as ever. The flowers in the garden are blooming beautifully, though not a patch on your bouquet. I do hope you'll visit soon. It's been far too long. Come anytime. And stay as long as you wish. With much love, as always, Mother.
Better take that. This way.
Can't remember. Yeah, I got the wardrobe right. And I did pick up this chest, right? Yes, it's empty. Neatly written note over here. Oh, in fact, there's another little something behind the door. Pristine note jotted on House Janeth parchment. While I understand the depths of your melancholy, I implore you, milady, give at least a glancing appearance for the staff. It would do so much to improve morale and quell the well-intentioned wonderings among the help. I would never indulge such a rumor-mongering myself, but there's only so much assurance I can give my colleagues when I know not how you are. Please, milady, please, your ever-loyal butler, Nemanus. When love fumbles. The book falls open to a page in the middle of the spine-broken print. Okay. Well, our curiosity has been satisfied. We have a short This seems like a decent time for a short rest.
A welcome rest.
Where is that ball? The outside? Yeah, there's a ball on the roof and pop drakes. And yeah, I'm still not going to be able to get up there. That's alright.
What's next? On I go.
I missed the book. Promotional book features detailed drawings of a variety of fashion designs, from the standard capes with elaborate embroidery to wide-brimmed hats in unusual patterns and materials, to patchwork gowns of a fashion unknown in Baldur's Gate. Well, on the plus side,
Find something useful.
I suppose she should wake up none the worse for the wear later, since the poltergeists are all supposedly dead. Yep, this goes up to this balcony. That's not unexpected.
Worth a try.
Oh. Oh wait, I wasn't able to reach that, right? Yeah.
Enter, if that is your wish. Personally, I would advise you against it.
Well, I already did, but thank you, I suppose. Alright, where to... Oh. Oh, us was hiding. Got it. There is... Oops. We may as well continue on in this direction and visit this, like, park or garden area.
Got to keep moving. I ought to speak.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Do make the most of it. You never know how many you've got left.
There's no cure for a broken heart, but a bit of sunlight and fresh air helps. Sometimes.
Is it raining?
I felt horrible about that one. Could barely sleep for a 10-day.
Oh, it's saving itself. Okay.
Worth grabbing.
I'll grab some random stuff on the ground.
Flowers are so overrated. They're bright, gaudy, and almost never make good poisons.
Huh. Looks like a...
Each their own, I suppose. Although I am right.
This must be a playground.
When she was little, I couldn't wait for a time when she would stop needing us so much. What a gift I needed now.
And then this says keep out. So of course we're gonna go directly inside.
Better get to it.
Gardener's basement.
What might you be hiding?
Alright, what might people have seen over here? Click.
Our enemies still draw breath.
I lead the way.
Ah, one of those.
I wonder what the next move is. I should take that.
Well, for traps, I definitely want at least the gloves and the guidance. Now, a blast mine with all those barrels around, huh? That could have been dangerous. Now, there's an ornate wooden hatch here, I suspect it may go down to the sewers. Abandoned cistern. Death's Head of Bow. Night Blade. Snicker. Night Blade. Yeah, so, I was right that this is sewers. And we don't need to be here right now.
What do we have here? Do you ever think I should have had another one?
Doesn't matter what we think now.
Alright. There's some, like, tracks here.
If we'd only have to keep pushing.
Well, alrighty then. That looks like it leads to a different section. I'm gonna call that a different section, and we're not gonna go there quite yet. So what's this building?
We've got a job to do. These guys
That building is on the lower level. So unless there's an entrance on this side. Oh, there is something here. The lodge.
Lodge of the Society of Brilliance.
You are not wanted here. I don't know what you think gives you the right to set up shop in our fine city, but Baldur's Gate doesn't want you here. Go back to the Underdark or the Absolute or whatever it is you come from and stop bringing your mind flayer nonsense to our city. Peer review. We are pleased to inform you that your thesis on the study and the representation of deep gnomes in mid-century drow literature has been approved for publication pending the below changes to the Society of Brilliance. 36 pages of annotations. Alright, well, let's see what's in here.
I'd better do the talking.
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark, the Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you?
I met two of your researchers in the Underdark, Blurg and Omilium.
A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them.
This looks like a dragonborn, not dragonborn, a dragon heritage sorcery. Looks like a library to me.
I assure you, We are as well provisioned an institution as any other you'll find in this city. We simply prefer to keep our wealth away from areas of study. One must stay humble in order to achieve true academic rigor.
I don't know about becoming a member. I'm already a member and even leader of my own organization. Well, he did say the people that I knew are upstairs.
I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace.
That's a nice thought, but unfortunately it doesn't really work that way. If there is plenty, a small few will still seek to control the vast majority of it.
Once I publish my paper proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
These people are kind of delusional, aren't they? Oh, that might be worth the risk to try to steal.
Given the chance, I'd make a fine principal researcher.
Research on the surface stops during what they call night. My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else.
Is that so? Let's take a look at your inventory. I've already sent stuff back to, but I can. Most of this is stuff that I sold to him, huh? He has a couple of potions, but I don't feel the need to raise his attitude in particular. Oh, I did want to get rid of some of these, because I'm just not using that stuff. That's fine. Okay. I thought you were conducting research in the Underdark. No, I've become quite the expert on my tadpole since we last met.
You have? I would love to hear your conclusions, but it would not feel right to do so without my research partner. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours, but I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress.
I'll admit it.
Oh, I'm curious. I'll track him down. Where was he headed?
Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls, and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path.
That was a lot of words for very little, if any, actual information. Alright, I'll head out now, see if I can pick up Omeluum's trail.
Of course. I should get back to my research.
We found a letter from a mystic Carrion addressed to Oscar. It says to bring the letter to Carrion's mansion and provides a password that will grant you entry. We should pay him a visit and ask him about Oscar. We spoke to a hobgoblin called Blurg, the Society of Brilliance Lodge. His Ellerathin companion is missing. We agreed to look for it. But no actual clues on to where he could be.
Given the chance, I
Well, perhaps
search.
a study of orcs? Nothing useful. On the origins of evil? Nothing useful. Is that a book there? No, that's a... Have Kellogg's notes.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Okay. Letter concerning Graven Hollow. I think you knew this was coming. If you find this note, I've already gone. I've tried everything you suggested, but the call of the Graven Hollow Library grew too strong. I know you'll be angry with me, but I know that underneath that anger will be worry, so I'm ready to tell you. Don't worry about me. I trust in the library to guide my way. After all, what better visitor can it have than one whose intent is as pure as mine? And what are we, if not explorers of the vast knowledge of the Underdark? Oh, how I wish I could have convinced you to come with me, but failing that, I know that I am fully intent on returning to you. Okay, this is not useful.
If I publish my research, I will want spores. Oh, well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see. No, I miss them, those myconid spores. I don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them all so quickly. Eh?
Okay. Most of this stuff, like, I don't think Shadowheart actually respects these people, but it's not really worth the trouble to steal most of it. However, there was a mind flare parasite, so let's get everybody else away. No, us, you stay.
In the back of the throat.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Unseen. Perfect. Best step softly.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, let's continue on this way.
What is, dear? What is?
What's theirs shall be mine. Got to press on.
And I find myself, I believe, at the Blushing Mermaid.
Perfectly hidden. Mine needs greater anyway.
Readers sad at recent news may think the mermaid attempting sorrow drowning.
Shimmer, you are on your last damn chance. I am your manager, not your bloody understudy. I had to throw a wig on the other day and shake my arse like an eel in a frenzy. Well, no more. We can't keep hoping the crowd is too drunk to notice my chest hair. From now on, you're showing up sober and early, and if I catch so much as a whiff of drink on you, you're out on your arse and Hank the Wobbler is taking your spot. Sober, Shimmer. I mean it this time. I don't think he listened.
Just check for anything useful.
Flowery shite. I've just had the worst night of my life. Yes, worse than that time with the bear and Chult. I'm in Kalasham, and I decided to hit up that bar everyone goes on about, the Copper Tap. You know, the one that makes its own award-winning brews. Well, I tried one. Tasted like flowers had a wank up my tongue. I've knocked back 10 pints of ale since, and I still bloody taste it. Have a couple of barrels of your swill ready next time I dock. I think that piss you call booze is the only thing that'll get this shite off my tongue. Shimmer the Amazing. Mr. Shimmer, I've been to every one of your shows, even though my dad says I'm too young for the Blushing Mermaid. You're the best performer I've ever seen in my whole life. Could you please teach me how to dance? You won't have to do much. I'm already super good. I can do 2 cartwheels in a row. I'll help you do your makeup, wash your sparkly outfits, do your hair, whatever you need. I'll be the best student you ever had, on Ilmater's word. I'll be at your show later. I'm the girl with the blonde curly hair, which I think would look great with one of your blue ribbons in it. I'm just saying. Can't wait to get started. Lots of love, Mindy. Unpaid debts. Captain heard that bollocks from Bruno Indomicus is working off a debt at yours. He owes me a pretty penny on Baldur's bones, and I intend to collect. Tell him to send me one of his fingers, or better yet, do the deed yourself. I'll be checking the mailbox later. It better not be empty. A different hand appears beneath this letter. Brinks, I ought to drown you in your own piss for such dramatics. Who do you think you are, Nine Fingers? Try that shit with her. I dare you. As for Bruno, come find me at the maid. We'll settle his debt. We'll add it to his tab. No missing fingers needed. Bosun, get it. Oh, there's a burlap sack.
I must keep going.
Which is empty, of course. A hawker. I don't need one of those right now. I don't want to take those stairs down. I'm going to consider that the barrier. I believe what's going to happen is I'm going to check out the outside of the Blushing Mermaid, and then I'm going to call it a night, I think.
Tell that to Glitterbeard. He'll have our heads.
Belly up to the bar. We have mead, beer, and wine. Gold won't quench your thirst. Get yourself a mug of joy.
Did you hear the terrible news? Duke Gortash is dead. He was so young and smart and gorgeous. And I didn't even get to meet him.
If I'm not swinging a hammer working, I'm swigging a mug here drinking.
Drunk and unconscious.
Unseen as I was told. Gently does it.
Am I on ghouls? Yeah, I think those sightlines are for my own ghouls, maybe. That's kind of annoying. And nothing to take. I don't know if I would have tried to steal from him.
Great, another newcomer. The Elf Song Tavern is down the road, yeah?
Oh, the smell from this ale. My eyes are watering.
Can't people just bugger off and leave us be?
I'll do look at the climb realms to get towards Ellerathin expertise.
My friend dared me to come here alone for a couple of mugs of ale. So here I am.
What the hell happened to Minthara? I do not know.
Do you ever think we should have had another one?
Doesn't matter what we think now. It would have broken us back then.
Huh.
But if we'd only made the effort.
I'll go this way.
Everybody failed. Time to dig kinda randomly. Nothing there.
It seems no commemorative events for Lord Gortash are planned at the Mermaid.
There it is.
Is content to be a blight, not only on the eyes, but also the soul.
Don't mind if I do. This way.
Never thought I'd end up taking in refugees. Suspect my own neighbours out there. Warm or sheltered. Think about it.
Better fetch that.
I probably should have hidden before I did that. Oh, perception failed here. Alright, alright.
What's next, I wonder? I'll take this way.
The city's been a shock to them after all that time in the room.
This'll boost you.
Fresh orders? At your command.
Sharp as ever.
There is work to do.
6 children, 4 adults.
Defender of the people. Best foot forward.
That's curious.
Silence is gold.
I wonder if most buildings have like some kind of hidden plank on the roof with just random loot. Because why not?
Keeping pace.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Readers sad at recent news may think the mermaid tempting sorrow drowns. But there are better drinkers to commemorate a late Lord.
And now these bonds, Dickon, you're wasted. Wasted!
Oh, that plum prosecco. Oh, gods, never again. Never again. Solemn oath, solemn vow, solemn...
One last binge is just what we needed. Because tomorrow, we wake up as flaming fists.
Let's see.
I'm sure you're very
Deep
proud of
breaths,
yourself.
Lanny. You'll be right in no time.
Good, because we have no time. This leaky wineskin is back at barracks.
Half the new recruits will be in the same way. There's no rush. Keep soaking in that sea air.
So I'm gonna come over here.
Oh, the smell from this ale.
This used to be such
That the death of Lord Gortash would inspire
And actually, let me go ahead and peel off Astarion and go get my ghoul. If I can. Let's follow this up and then turn left.
When she was little,
Where's
I
my
couldn't wait for a
shove?
time when she would stop
Shove.
needing us so much. What I'd give to be needed now.
Are you gonna follow me now?
I still need you.
There you go. Sometimes you just need to smack your employees around a little bit.
I can see people down there on the docks.
no time to dally.
Alright, and then next time I will be going into the Blushing Mermaid, which I know what's in there from my last playthrough. I do not know exactly how this is going to go for me, for this Shadowheart. We shall find out. And that should be on Monday. Alright, you have a good one.
And I'll have beat that death.